Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. So different type of cables, simple network. So with a different type of cables, what are the required cables we use it? Not only a cables, also we use a Wi-Fi networking also we are using, right? So we just at least will use different kind of stuff also. So media usually like a different type of cables we use for connecting devices, right? So already I told this is a my PC, for example PCA, and this is my switch. I want to connect these two things through some media, right? So using a basically a cable we use it. Depends upon the device. So depends upon the device and NIC. Device or NIC. Okay. So here choose media. Okay. So media means either cable or wireless. So the way communication, so physical layer kind of stuff. Okay. Okay, so here it is. One second, we'll put a fan, otherwise it's overheating. Now, so coaxial cables. So we'll start directly. Okay, coaxial cables. Nowadays we are not using this coaxial cable, but how it is look like, so better to know it. Okay, if you see this is the picture, so how it is look like this picture it is, so you can see the center one is actually it is a main copper cable, so it is surrounded by a plastic one. Okay, so it is a shielding for this main copper cable. Okay, on the top of it there is a mesh, copper mesh is there. Okay, copper mesh is there like this. Okay, this main cable, this is the core cable. This core cable is originally transmit the data. This cable transmits the data, original one, and this is this copper mesh, the mesh. Okay, the copper mesh used to protect your cable from electromagnetic interference. Okay, electromagnetic interference, crosstalk kind of stuff. Okay, what is electromagnetic interference? You know, when how our mobile phone is working, electromagnetic interference only, like that. One second. Okay, so here it is, the mesh to protect your core data transmissions from electromagnetic interference. What is this electromagnetic interference? It is radiation from electrical signals and magnetic signal and combination of electromagnetic signals like a radio towers, cell phone towers, your microwave ovens. So it will generate a lot of electromagnetic interference. It will disturb your actual data which is transmitting in your cable. So it protects from electromagnetic interference. It is look like this one. Otherwise, you can better easy to for axial cables like this. It is look like, you know, still it is we are using for a cable TV network purpose and some internet purpose also in some certain places. Still they are using for a internet access purpose also. So you can see like this. So main copper cable for a main data transmission, surrounded by insulator, plastic insulator, and a copper mesh to protect your data transmission from electromagnetic interferences, and there is a plastic insulator is there. So these are the connectors. So you have to insert inside and make sure that is connected to like this. And there is a different type of connection bases also there. BNC type of connectors. Okay, generally BNC means British Naval Connectors, but original name is not that one. Original name is different, but usually we spell like a BNC means British Naval Connectors. So you can see different type of connectors and plugins kind of stuff. T type of connectors also there for a split the cable kind of stuff. Okay, so T connector. This is a T connector. So like a extension means a side extension. If you want, you can use T connector or a junction. So that is a T connector. So that is a coaxial cable. Okay, it support up to 800 meters length of the cable. Okay, still people are using this one. So okay, so it is a single copper wire for data transmit and receive. Okay, protected by copper mesh on cable from EMI, electromagnetic interface. Electromagnetic interface coaxial cable. Next one is TP. This is very important cable, okay, because we are using these cables, twisted pair cable. Okay, so in the twisted pair cable there is a UTP and STP cables are there. Okay, so UTP means unshielded twisted pair cables. STP shielded twisted pair cables. What it is? Unshielded twisted pair cables, shielded twisted pair cables. So what is this twisted pair? Twisted pair is having a 8 wires in the cable. 8 wires in a cable. So in the entire cable, 8 wires are there. So this is called a 4-pair cable. This is called 4-pair cable. How it is look like, we'll see. Actually, it is in the picture. Like you can see, this is the twisted pair cable. You can see this. This is the twisted pair cable. Okay, so UTP cables. See, what is the difference? There is a shielding on the UTP cables, so that is STP cables. If shielding is there, means STP. If no shielding, it is UTP cables. If you see the cables, the wires in the cable, if you see, it is something like a twisted each other. You can see the wires are the pair wise, it is twisted. Okay, pair wise it is twisted. So what is the use of this twisting? Okay, what is the use of this twisting? I will explain. Okay, so because of the twist on the wires, that's why it is called a twisted pair cables. Each pair of the wires are twist each other. That's why we call it as a twisted pair cables. Unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cables. Okay, also it is called as a 4-pair cable. 4-pair means pair means 2, 4-pair means 8 wires. Okay, each pair twisted each other. Each pair twisted. And why is twisted? You know, twist, reduce, attenuation. Twist reduce the attenuation kind of stuff. Okay, so attenuation. So what is this attenuation? Attenuation is a property of transmission lines. It's a property of transmission lines. It's actually attenuation means when you are transferring the data, at the certain period of certain length of wire. So once you reach, data loss will occur. So data signal will be, the signal strength will be reduced. Okay. Okay, what is attenuation? Attenuation, your signal strength will be reduced after certain period, and it will slow communications. It slows the data communication. So the twist, number of twist increases, speed of data transmission increases. Number of twist increases, data transmission speed increases. Okay, so that is the main thing about here it is. Okay, so here it is, few important points also we have to discuss. Every cable, every wire has color. Okay, but mainly there is a 4 colors only there. 4 colors only there, like a orange, green, blue, brown. Only 4 colors are there, but 8 wires are there. So what is the pair wire? Means orange wire is there, orange pair wire also there, right? So that is pair wire will get like this: white, orange, white, green, white, blue, white, brown. So what is this white, brown, what is white, blue kind of stuff? I will show you once again. So look at this picture. Okay, anything is very close picture is there. So you can see it's a blue wire, and you can see there is a white wire. On the white wire you can see easily you can identify, on the white wire there is a blue line on it. This is orange wire, and it is paired with a white wire with a orange line on it. The brown wire paired with a brown wire with a white wire with a brown line on it. Green wire having a white wire with a green line on it. So that is, we have to very carefully have to look at this and see. Blue wire, white blue, brown, white brown, orange, white orange, green, white green. So these are the things. Okay, so these are the main colors are there. I'm not going. We need a depth or not also depthing. So we need to. One more important point is there like the cable standards are there that we will see. Only categories I will tell. Depends upon the number of twist on the okay. So twists and number of wires, speed. So that is the cables are categorized. Cables are categorized. Category 1 cable is for a telephone cable. It is two pair cable. It is a two pair cable. It is used for a telephone communication purpose. You know, whenever you have a cable, there is a connector must be there, right? There is a connector plug or a kind of stuff, right? We need a connector or a plug or a socket. Socket means socket. It means like the whole one. Plug means that's where we connect it to the wire. Okay. So that is the standard is RJ11 type we use for this one. Telephone cables RJ11. How it is RJ11 is look like? It's a very small one RJ11. Okay. See, telephone cable. Maybe you remember in any olden days. Maybe some places still we are using like this. 4 pair cable, and this is a RJ11 connector. This is the plug or a connector. Socket means this is socket. This is a connector where we connect. This is socket. This is plug. Okay. RJ11. Okay. Next. 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, like that. So, but important one is Cat 4, Cat 5, Cat 6, sorry, Cat 5e, Cat 6e, like that, Cat 7. So, latest one is Cat 7. Okay. So, Cat 5 is generally 100 Mbps speed of data transmission is there. Cat 6, Cat 5e is also 500, but it is around, but different network speed is there. Currently, I will put a 500 to 600 Mbps. Okay. If you have a 100 Mbps connection, so you can use Cat 5 or Cat 5e is also okay. But now currently we are using 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps. This is also 1000 Mbps only, so no difference. Okay, 1000 Mbps or a 1 Gbps speed only. Only difference is frequency difference will be there. Okay, this is faster than this one, but data transmission is there. The operating frequency is different. Both are same, but operating frequency is different. This is 10 Gbps. 10 Gbps speed. So we don't buy this one. Okay, we use Cat6. Most frequently used. Most of the time we use Cat6 cables only. Cat4 is 10 Mbps or higher than 10 Mbps. Guys, these data is not always correct. Depends upon your different internet service provider or Cisco people are differently or ICANN differently. They are projecting it. So compulsory you should verify the details are correct or not. Okay. And these are connected with Rj45. We use Rj45 connector. Okay, for connecting devices. Connector means plug. Socket is also same. Rj45 socket, Rj45 connector or a plug we use it. So why I use of Rj two times, and what is Rj is registered jack. Don't forget Rj means registered jack. So these are all about your twisted pair cable. Guys, twisted pair means unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable. why we need a shielding? Shielding provide protection from electromagnetic interference. So what is the use of this shield? Two advantages of shield is there. Shield protect protects from electromagnetic interference. Okay, and also protect from damage. Because this cable is there no surrounding it is. But we use UTP because cost is less. UTP's cost is less. STP weight is more and cost is high. Okay, and it is a 8 wires in the cable, 4 pair cable. Each pair is twisted, and it is twist is to reduce the attenuation. Then increase number of reduces, less attenuation, more data speed. Okay, number of twist increases, data transmission speed increases because of it reduces the attenuation. Okay, reduce attenuation. Okay, every wire has a color: orange, green, brown, blue colors are there. Each wire has a twisted with a white orange, white green, white blue, white brown wires. Okay, so totally 8 wires are there. The cables are in general like a category 1 cable is a 2 pair cable. Yeah, tell me. Someone is trying to ask question. No. Guys, if I, for example, I'm continuous speaking, right? So I'm continuously speaking. You're unable to ask a question. You don't want to interrupt me, and you are unable to ask a question, and maybe mic problem. No problem. Put it in your chat box. Put it in chat box, or you can raise the hand also. There is like a hand raising is also there. So I will understand who is raised the hand, and I can come back to you. Okay, so like that, or otherwise find it any better is chat box one thing, or you can put it in chat box and also raise a hand. Okay, like that. That's the easiest one. Okay, so category 1 cable for a telephone connection. Cat6 we are generally using. That's it. This is about currently about cable. And a small part is there for a cable is coloring standards are there. That's not a point now. So we'll go to the different cables we are discussing, right? Fiber optical cables. Fiber optical cables are like this. It is a made up of glass. Okay, the main core, it has a core cable. It is made up of glass. Okay, and it is covered with another glass that is called a clad. It covers with another glass that is called a clad. The main data transmission through core. Okay, for protecting the data from deviation or from pushback kind of stuff, we use a clad. Clad is also made up of glass only, and there is the outer shield. Outer shield means like a plastic shield will be there. Outer shield will be there. Okay, to protect our cable. There is a different type of fiber optical cables also there, like a single core, single core, multi-clad, multi-core, single clad. Okay, like that, different type of fiber optical cables are there. it is works with a light signal. Light GHC. Light waves. We use light waves for data transmission. In a coaxial cable and twisted pair cables are copper cables. Remember, guys, coaxial cable and UTP STP cables. Twisted pair cables are copper cables, and we use electrical signal data transmission. And problem is electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic interference. So then crosstalk may be occur. Crosstalk, data lost. Okay. Copper is a costly. Copper is a costly. Okay. Not suitable for a long distance communication. Not suitable for long distance communication. Okay. Data transmission speed. Limited. 1 Mbps, 1 Gbps. Distance is also limited in the coaxial cable and STP because we are using a copper cables and electrical signals. Electromagnetic interference possible. Because of electromagnetic interference, there is a possibility of crosstalk, data loss, data tampering. Data tampering is also there. Copper is costly, right? We know the copper is a metal, it is very costly. And it is not suitable for long distance communication because it's a copper. Cost increases. Data anyway, we can't able to communicate long distances. Okay, long distance communication problem, transmission speed also problem is there. Both are problem is there because it's a limitation. UTP STP cables support up to 100 meters irrespective of irrespective of what category it is. Anything you use a cable 100 meters max. Okay, so you cannot access that one. So what is this fiber optical cable? We use a light wave for a data transmission. Core and clad materials are made by glass only. Okay, it's a glass material. Glass is relatively cheap. Glass is relatively cheap. Next, no EMI, no electromagnetic interference. So obviously no crosstalk, no attenuation, possible no data loss. Data loss is very less. Attenuation is there. No attenuation, no electromagnetic interference, no task, no data loss. Okay. Next, suitable for long distance communication, suitable for long distance communication, higher data transmission speed. You know, the starting speed of fiber optical cable is generally fiber optical data transmission speed is 10 Gbps. Next, global internet connection to fiber optical cables only. Okay, so you can put in a internet, just go to the Google and type like this, global fiber optical network, optical fiber network, like this. Anybody can use it. You can there is a certain other websites also there. You can view the status of each and every cable and connection and data transmission, how much data is transmitting. Also there are certain websites also there, but I never go through that one. But look at this one. If you know the world map, it is, we can see America uh, continent, like what we can say, North America, South Africa, India, Australia. Can see how they are connected. How they are connected. See, through ocean only we are getting connected. So you can simply put a global optical fiber network or a fiber optical network in the internet. So in a Google, so then you can also see how it is connected. Okay, so a lot of people believe internet is coming from satellites. No, internet from, you're accessing internet from fiber optical connections only. Okay, so that is a main important. So it is suitable for long distance communication, higher data transmission speed, and also we use for a storage and server. Okay, storage is like a SAN type of storages. Okay, different type of servers we use it. Okay, we use storage concept, like a SAN concept, server connections, server to server communications, we use it. But we don't use the fiber optical connection for a day-to-day use. For day-to-day use, fiber optical connections are, we don't use it. Why? Because of, anyway, fiber optical, the material is cheap. Material is cheap, but cable is cost. Thus, cable is cost, relatively cost. It's not a cost, it is relatively cost. So how it is cost? Very big cable. Instead of you purchase a copper cable, you buy a fiber optic cable, very big cable. Okay, because the cost is relatively less. Okay, because very big copper cable has a lot of disadvantages. If you are electronics candidate, or at least if you remember your intermediate physics, I can tell one formula that is called a Ohm's law. Length of the cable increases, resistance increases. That is attenuation. Length of the cable increases, attenuation means resistance increases. So obviously, what is resistance? It's a blockage of electricity, flow of
Electricity.
data, right? So it's a blockage. It is opposing flow of your data, right? So that is called nothing but a, so one kind of attenuation. So copper cable length of the cable increases, resistance increases. Here it is not a copper cable, it don't have that kind of properties. But if you buy a small cables, it is relatively cost. Relatively cost means I need 100 Mbps, I will go to Cat6 cable. And what is this? Okay, just I need a Cat6 cable. Check is how much it is meter or something 375 for a 10 meters. I think so. So you have to 3 meters. You will go to the small amount 275 for 3 meters. It's a copper cable, patch cable also we call it as a patch cable like this. It's a Cat6 cable. It's a direct cable from the market. You can buy a normal cable and you can also add this plugs also as per your requirement. But if you see optical fiber cable, okay, so it is a 3 meters normal cable, it is 225, but I am searching for optical fiber cables. Why it is not showing even a type like that? No, this is not that one. Yeah, so something cable is there. See, it is 5 meters or 15 feet something it is showing, and different type of plug connections, your NIC. So the dependent entire like a switches, routers, okay, not only a cable, okay, it's a moderated cost, so cable cost is okay, but you have to change your NIC complete, you have to change your NIC to EFC NIC type. Just I am giving note, but actually this is called a HBA type. Okay, you have to use HBA type host bus controller. Change your normal NIC to this one. Cable, you change the cable, but you have to change the NIC type. You have to change it. You have to change the switch and routers with the EFC NIC interface. Okay, so like this, overall changes will costly. Cost is more. So cable is okay, it's one part only, but it's a dependent things also we should change it. So that is become a more cost. But when you go to the enterprise part, okay, so when you are going to enterprise, it means server room, storage servers, network related services, firewalls and all. So there are a lot of data transmission is there. So there we can use fiber optical. So then relatively it is cheaper. Okay, for example, I cannot ride a bike with a like a 500cc bike. I cannot able to ride it. 500cc bike, I can't able to ride. I can ride only my utility is 100cc, but you given 500cc is there. So not suitable, right? 500cc faster, better. Okay, so like you can go long distance. That is also good. But my utilities and my capacity or my utility, my investment suitable for a 100 Mbps, 100cc bikes. So like daily I have to go office. It is a just 10 kilometers away, 5 to 10 kilometers maximum. Okay, 10 or 15 kilometers, which is very better, 100 cc. I want to go to like on roadside, like I want to roam, or maybe I want to go to some tour by bike. Okay, this is better. So both twisted pair cables are important, and as well as the fiber optical cables are also important. Guys, never say one is good does not mean another is bad. Depends upon the utilization. Why CD Deluxe, HD Deluxe, TVS, Star, Passion 2, Glamour. Why these people by still having a sales, and on roadside we have a two KTM. What is another bike is also there, right? So like a 350 cc Pulsars and all are there. But why these bikes also existing? Because of utilization. Regular utilizations, more comfortable things, less cost on the troubleshooting kind of stuff. Okay. Here it is. Professional engineers are required, means trained person required, trained person is required, and as well as well trained person is required. Special equipment required. Okay, special equipment is required. Last time when we are take uh, that Geo network, the guy is unable to put the fiber optical cable. He took a little longer time. So he has to check multiple times that the values are correct or not, kind of stuff. Okay, so the length and everything he is trying to understand. Okay, but in a twisted pair cables, the equipment is the cost of equipment requirement is less than 1,000 rupees, very less than 1,000 rupees. Okay, you don't require very well trained person, just you need a practice to understand how to connect it. Okay, so this is about your cables. Just 2 minutes, guys. Yes, I will be back. Okay, look at these cables: LC, FC, SC, ST. Okay, it's like different cables: simplex, duplex. So different type of cables you can able to see. So not a single way, so different way. Depends upon the connector, depends upon the cable. So there's a different type of fiber optical connectors also there. Okay. So we can go through it and you can divide like what is ST, what is SC, what is FC, what is LC type of connectors. You can able to find it. So this is about your cables: coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, fiber optical cables. So here is the devices. We'll go through the devices and protocols and port numbers. Also, we'll see that's what are the devices we use in the network. So after small break.